Chavez is an amazing scholar, an amazing leader, and as he was showing me today, an amazing young father.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you and after you. Welcome to the oldest mosque in New York State. This mosque has been established in 1944, recorded as incorporated, founded by an immigrant from Trinidad. Most of the leaders, African American, had adopted their new religion in this mosque. So this is a landmark institution, and we welcome you here, and we hope that the message which we are giving to people is the message of unity, tolerance, and understanding. Without further notice, I will continue my opening so that we will not waste our time. And thank you for coming and joining us.
And our great controller, John Liu.
Thank you, Mr. President. There are no mics here. But I am so honored to be here for the eighth event. This is the children of Abraham that really is so special. And when I got here, I really, it was very special for me to hear that this was the first time that a lot of people had been inside the mosque. And I want to thank Dr. Zubair and all the Imam here and all the members that very good job done. But today we have several religious institutions along the way, and it will be the first time that some have entered the mosque. It will be the first time that some have entered the church. And that's what's so amazing about this, because nowadays all you hear, I don't want to say all, but it seems like you hear so much about the differences people have, the conflicts people have, different viewpoints, different backgrounds, different visions. I always think that people have a lot more in common than we could ever have a difference. And that's what today is about. That's what today, a day where there are lots of people still hurting from the memories of exactly 10 years ago. I was at the World Trade Center site this morning. I talked to dozens of families. Some of them are still grieving as of September 11, 2001 was yesterday. Many of the families have found peace. They're moving on. And it is because of this kind of event. It has allowed this to happen. And we are, the other day, the same family. That is the way we should proceed here in Brooklyn, in New York City, United States of America, and the world. So I am really honored to join the World President, Councilmember Fred Hammond. I thank Rabbi Lippman for holding us together, and Debbie is here. Najee was advancing Debbie, so Debbie was here the whole time. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you, John, very much. Assalamu alaikum, shalom. And thank you all for being here, Rabbi, Imam, and all the organizers. Thank you for bringing us all together. I must tell you, from one end of Brooklyn to the other, today is a day that we really exemplify every day, because we represent in Brooklyn, as you know, the greatest diversity on this planet. Whatever Brooklyn doesn't have, and whatever Brooklyn doesn't have, Queens has. Whatever they don't have, we have. And between us, definitely represent the world. We prove every day that we are children of the same Almighty. And that's the message that every day we continue to share with the rest of the world. One other thing, this morning, my very first stop was at a mosque on West 8th Street in Bensonhurst. And they did something, just like you're doing something today to make us all proud in Brooklyn and proud of New York and America. They decided to have several hundred people up there, mosque and friends and relatives, give blood today. That's what they did. Honor of 9/11. Humanity. They did something that I just think is so an important statement that they made. One thing we know, all of us together, all of us will be able to make changes in this world, God willing, in a very short period of time. We get so free, so free. May as well live in peace.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting younger and younger on here. We see that age. Councilmember Brad Lander.
Thanks. It's good to see so many friends here. I'm Councilman Brad Lander. I'm a proud member of Float Nainu and Brooklyn Congregations United, and have been on the Children of Abraham Walk with many of you, quite a few of the last 8 of them. And it's good to see so many people out here today. Thank Debbie, and Imam, and all the organizers of this. I've been thinking today not only of the day 2 years ago, but of the days that followed that. Those days when, as frightened and angry and confused as we were, people poured out into the streets, into the synagogues, and mosques, and the churches, and the parks. And there was really a common feeling in the city in those days, very deep and profound and searing. Came together across all these lines to try to make sense together, to try to move forward. And 2 things that I remember about what was powerful about them. One was the sense that we really do truly have a shared faith. That instead of those who died on that day were our family and friends, could have been our family and friends. That what happens in this world, we are bound and tied together in ways we don't understand. And what we've got to do as a result is try to build a world in which everybody, regardless of where they are in that shared faith, have a way together. And we also had a sense of real profound and searing equality. That the investment bankers, Fitzgerald, and the dishwashers that we lived on the world, and that what we saw and what we wanted was really a place of equality. And I have to say, unfortunately, too many of the things in the last 10 years, too few of the things in the last 10 years, honor that sense of shared faith, that real profound and deep sense of equality that we discovered and felt in those next few weeks. And too many of the things we've done, even in the name of 9/11, have not honored that sense of shared faith, not honored that sense of equality. But I feel it again today as I'm going around the borough. And what I hope we can do is go forward from this day, not just remembering, but really reconnecting and recommitting, so that we're not just building a memorial only in North Manhattan, but we're really committing to make Brooklyn, to make the city a real living memorial to the best that goes on. Thank you all.
Greetings, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. It is truly wonderful to see so many people coming out here today. It is a glorious day of unification, of people loving all races. To not just walk, but to join hands in a pilgrimage that is so important. And that pilgrimage today is to recapture our constitutional rights and privileges as Americans. I am truly honored and humbled to be walking alongside some really amazing people today. Give yourselves a round of applause. And then for some every person that served our country with great dignity. So I thank you all for being here. I pray that the rain will hold up. I'm going to ask the religious leaders here to make it. But I will say one thing. I know that the rain is not going to stop me. I didn't come with an umbrella. And I don't care. I get drenched. It's all for a good cause. Thank you for being here.
I don't know, it's sort of like right there.
Down there and in the front of our sanctuary, it says, "Let them make me a sanctuary that I might dwell among them." God is not in the sanctuary, God is amongst us who gather together when we gather for peace and we gather for fellowship. But also the words of the prophet Isaiah, "My house shall be a house of prayer for all people." So everyone is welcome. It's a pleasure to see everyone from many different congregations. I say salam alaikum, especially to our friends at the Masjid Dawood who were here for iftar not that long ago. And it's a pleasure to have the Children of Abraham Walk once again stop by the doorway to our synagogue. You're certainly welcome to come in. This house is a house for everyone and open to everybody.